Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In Luke chapter 13 and verse 22, we have the Lord going through and teaching in many of the villages and towns and making his way to Jerusalem. It says, "And he was passing through from one city and village to another, teaching and proceeding on his way to Jerusalem." And there Jesus knows that his death is imminent. He knows that it won't be long and he will have to be crucified and die on the cross. And yet here he is still teaching from city to village, proclaiming the things about the kingdom. And I find that very interesting because a lot of folks who think about the prospect of death would be more concerned with trying to fulfill every desire, to fulfill every dream that they could before death. They would perhaps be wanting to check off everything on their bucket list if they knew that they only had a few months to live. But Jesus doesn't do that. He stays committed to God. He still stays committed to the plan, and he still stays committed to teaching people about the kingdom. And I think that's very significant. Each of us have to consider the fact that one day we too will die. Whether it happens a day from now or a month from now or decades from now, we all have to recognize the fact that death one day will catch up to us. And as we consider that, there might be at least three responses to that. Some people don't even want to think about it. They don't want to even think about death or the fact that death is imminent or that death might happen or that death is certain. They just want to live their lives in ignorance and not really think about it too much. Other people, when they think about the fact that one day they will die, they try to amass as much comfort and pleasure and wealth and popularity that they possibly can, and to try to fulfill every desire and dream and hope in this particular life, because they know that life is short and that death will definitely come. But then there are those who recognize that death is certain, whether it happens soon or later, that they will experience death, and they then begin to live for eternity instead of just this short life. They recognize the fact that this life is very short. So why would I live for just this world when I know that in one sense I'll be dead a lot longer than I'm alive? And so they make an investment towards the future, an investment towards eternity. Jesus was doing this. He recognized the fact that there was something bigger going on than just him trying to fulfill or satisfy his own desires. He knew that because death was coming, he was going to be determined to continue to fulfill his Father's command, to stick with the plan, and to continue to proclaim the kingdom to all these villages and cities. And the question is, which one would we fall under? Do we live life as though we will never die? Do we just never think about death and just kind of take it day by day and not really reflect on our own mortality? Or do we think about death, but try to deal with it by fulfilling every desire and feeling like we need to see as many things as we can see, do as many things as we can do, because life is short? Or are we living for eternity? Are we making that wise investment in eternity, recognizing the fact that this life is short, and therefore we should be living for the things that will last longer than this life, and to invest in things that last longer than this life? This is a question that we have to ask ourselves, and Jesus gives us an opportunity to do that. Will we follow Jesus's example here and be determined to live for things that go beyond just our lifespan? Or will we choose the other ways? That's a decision that we have to make. So let's think about that today as we do our reading today. And with that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.